what it was all about. So then after that, then we finally decided, well, it's time that we go on a honeymoon in June. So I had a vacation coming from work, so we decided we'd take a trip to Milwaukee. So I got some clothes from my house. I got some shoes.
And nobody knew you were married yet?
No, nobody knew. Merlin kind of suspected it because my younger sister suspected I was married because I'd made a list. We had looked at apartments in Duluth to rent, and we almost had one rented because I'd gone down and ordered drapes to be measured at this drapery, and unbeknown to me, the woman in the drapery store knew my aunt's mother-in-law, and she knew it was me, and she had mentioned it afterwards to my aunt that she thought it was me. She knew it was me, but she didn't want to say anything because she hadn't heard that I was married. So she figured I wanted it secret, so she kept it that way. So it didn't come out till later, till I was married. Now, wasn't that nice of her? So then in the meantime, the place that we were going to rent, he wouldn't put new linoleum down for us, so we didn't take it. It was on East 2nd Street. So then another place we were going to rent, he wouldn't do something to the wallpaper, so we didn't take that. Then we'd gone looking at furniture because we thought this fellow was going to tile the kitchen, and he wouldn't tile the kitchen. So we let that go. So it got towards spring, and I figured if I don't take a trip now, I'll never take the trip. Then when I knew I was pregnant, I went to the doctor, same doctor Maxine went to. So you see, we really weren't hiding much of anything. And I took an awful chance that Maxine might come up to that same doctor. And he, Dr. Rudy, might just mention to Maxine, your sister was up. How's your sister feeling? Never gave it a thought, you know, that was Maxine's doctor. And it didn't bother me any. I just told him what my name was. And that was it. And you want to know my maiden name? And I told him. And he says, oh, Guy Chartier's daughter. And I said, yes. And then another factor, too, that to show how people can be, that after we were married, and it was in the papers, after we, left Duluth, and they put it in the paper, my folks did, this woman told my aunt that she thought it was me coming into for drapes and stuff. And doctor said to Maxine, I thought that was your sister. See?
Well, didn't your parents think it was funny that you didn't tell them right away?
No, and Merlin said too, she said, I saw your spice list and everything in the garbage. So I'd written down what spices I need for the kitchen and everything, and what I need in the kitchen, all the things I could pick up at the dime store as I shopped at noon, and things like that if we got that place. Mm-hmm. And she said, I thought that was kind of funny that you were writing out that kind of stuff. But I never mentioned anything. See? And that's the way it all wound up. And then when our folks came down to see us, and we took the bus, waiting for the bus.
The wind took it?
No, he dropped it or something, didn't he? Yeah, he had a suitcase. And then what was so bad that we were, it just broke our hearts. We sent a telegram from a small town in Wisconsin to my folks to tell them where we were, so they wouldn't worry, because my mother had company for supper that night. It was a Saturday night. Mm-hmm. And they never he never opened the key to send the telegram after 9 o'clock.
Who did?
The telegraph man, we gave him extra money to open the key.
And he didn't send it?
No. And they called all the hospitals, all the police departments, looking for us. Then they hollered at Ted's father to wonder what his son did with their daughter. Then we called them the next morning, and they said, where are you? I said, you didn't get our telegram? I could have called her for that. Yeah. And they didn't hear from us at all. So that is that, until the new tape comes in. I'm pretty sure your tape is all gone, girls.
Okay.
That winds it up till June 4th of 1938.
Okay, thank you very much, Mrs. Ione Mainella.
You're welcome.
Grandma.
Holly
and
Laura.
We're going to take a picture now. Okay, with Grandma and Grandpa and me and you? No.
Sure, I'll take one of all four of you.
No.
The interviewers and the interviewees.
Okay, good.
Okay, so